Let's start this off with a bang. Hello, I am Sarah, and I am having a bad mental health day, which is sometimes pretty drastic and pretty uncomfortable, but as you can see, I am in my comfy place, my bed. For some reason, this seems to be the safest place in the whole entire universe for me. And what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and start out on this journey, I guess. I've been thinking of doing a YouTube channel for so long because I feel that I may be in a demographic that's not so widely acknowledged. I wanted to show a real life view of what being a reader can be, even when you're not the most functional of people at all times, when you're a busy mother, when you work a schedule that just tears you up inside, when you're always worried about money, when you always worry about you're not enough, when you have these big long dreams of finishing these series and having the perfectly aesthetic house and having these amazing TBRs and participating in read-alongs and just trying to really be a person nowadays when social media has us so incredibly dampened down and we always feel like maybe we're not achieving what we should be or what we could be. So I'm not sure if that makes sense, but I wanted to show how I'm able to read what I'm able to read, how I am 38 years old, a mother of 5, how I still find my joy in reading, how I still am able to get up sometimes when I really do not feel like it, and mainly just show that to you guys and to myself that maybe there's a lot more victories than we see sometimes when we're so bogged down. So today I have to work at 10 p.m. My kiddos are off to school. My husband's bringing me delicious, unhealthy food for lunch. And I wanted to go ahead and tell you where I'm at. Hello, I'm back. We're going to stick this video into the other video. It's been a few weeks, maybe more like months, since I first recorded the first video, and I decided to, okay, let's go ahead and do it. So I ended the last video with telling you what I'm currently reading, and that is quite a bit. So I am in the middle of, let's see, 19 books. 19. Is that a mood reader or what? Oh, P.S. Don't you love my mess? I warned you I'm a mama. Here we go. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm not very savvy at this, but I'm going to go ahead and screen record my currently reading, and then we'll go ahead and talk about it, and somehow we'll get it put into this. All right, here we go. So this is the introduction video, and we'll go ahead and tell you what I'm reading, and then my second video we'll go ahead and see what we're going to be doing, what sort of challenges, things like that. So, as of today, May 10th, I am currently reading 19 books, and my goal is to not start any more books until these books are completed. That's the current goal. I do have a reading challenge in mind that I'll be starting on June 1st, and I hope some of you will join me, but if you don't, that's okay. And so from now, May 10th, until June 1st, these are the books I'm going to be slaying. Let's get this shit out of here. Oh, excuse my language. All right, so let's go. Now, I use Storygraph, which I think is just the absolute best app. So, currently reading right now, I am reading The Kingdom of Copper, Daevabad Trilogy number 2. Hands down, probably my most favorite epic fantasy series. This is a reread, and I am currently at 41%. I've been, in the last few years, been trying to get through Stephen King's backlog, so I'm currently 77% done with Salem's Lot. I have started the Green Bone Saga. I am 40% into Jade City by Fonda Lee. I am 56% of the way through The Way of Kings, which is Stormlight Archive Book 1. I am currently in the middle of a reread of Stormlight because I've caught up on a couple other of the Cosmere books. We'll talk about that later in a whole Brandon Sanderson spiel video. I am reading a fantasy smut romance. Well, maybe it's smut, I don't know. A silly little fantasy romance called Fae Fever. This is the Fever series number 3 by Karen Marie Moning. I am 15% away in that, the third book. I am reading Fool's Errand, which is number 1 of the Tawny Man trilogy. We all love Robin Hobb, Rob Hobb. I am 8% through Rhythm of War, which is Stormlight Archive number 4, which I will not be continuing until I finish my reread of the others. I am 41% of the way through the epic fantasy Fallen Kingdoms, which is highly recommended on YouTube. I am reading another fantasy romance, Bitten by Death, Vegas Immortals, Death and the Last Vampire number 1. I am reading Ruin, Dark Island Scots number 1 by Jolie Vines. Yummy. I am 42% of the way at The House at Phantom Park, which is a horror book by Graham Masterson. I am 21% of the way through 1 Second After, which is of the After series number 1. It's supposed to be one of the best post-apocalyptic videos. Pause break. And I am 29% of Secret Court, which is the Shattered Kingdom number 5. It's absolutely one of my favorite YA fantasies. I am Taken by a Vampire, paranormal romance. Go Hex Yourself by Jessica Clare, paranormal romance. Empire of Sand, The Books of Amba. The Darkness That Comes Before, The Prince of Nothing number 1. I am 16%. And Elven Heartbound, which is a continuous series that I read over on, what is that tab called? Yonder. All right. So those are the books I'm currently in the middle of. As for today, I am focusing on listening to the audiobook of The Kingdom of Copper, as I want to go ahead and get that one done. And my reading is focusing on, so I'm a huge mood reader, and the books that I have on my Kindle are the ones that when I sit down to relax and read, I will be choosing between Jade City, The Way of Kings, Fool's Errand, and probably Bitten by Death. Those are the first 4 I'd like to go ahead and get done. Okay, guys, that's it. That's where I'm at. That's where we're starting from. That's where we're moving. My first thing that I'm going to go ahead and try and do is my weekly vlog. Excuse that noise. Weekly vlog number 1, which I'm going to go ahead and start tonight. I do want to go ahead and thank my amazing son. He has his own YouTube channel. He's going to be my personal editor, graphic designer, bestie for life. Please check out his information on my description. And I'm so excited
So excited to start this journey with you guys. Hello, goodbye, adios.